In the gospel music circle here in Nigeria, Tolucci is no stranger. With many years of creative work in his kitty, the multi-talented artist takes on a new challenge in the world of filmmaking. He joins us now on Spotlight.
Banker turned singer and music producer Tolulope Toluwase is adding a new feather to his cap with the release of his first film production, Dare.
A counselor. Hello.
Wait, madam. So you want to tell me now that you led us to that deal? And
Popularly called Tolucci in his circles, the graduate of industrial mathematics developed a passion for the creative industry at an early age. Music, he says, is not only a means to reach the souls of people with positive messages, it's also a vehicle for impacting youth in his sphere of influence.
I love youth engagement. I have passion for young people. So music for me has always been an engagement platform. It's always been a channel for reaching out to young people in communities and clusters and all that. So I did much more of outreaches. So for me as a musician, maybe you find more of live recordings, much more than album recordings. But of course I've done 97 I did instruments in worship, which was a piano instrumental. Then 99 I did crowning. 2006 I did Koinonia Praise. Then very much recently a collection of all my live recordings, which is called Live Unplugged, with live performance videos, which is a compilation from all the youth engagement tours and concerts I've been privileged to organize. So music for me is more of engagement driven. Is much of, I don't see it much as an end in itself. I see it as a channel, to reach out to past transformational values, faith-based values, nation-building values to young people.
Sha-la-la-la-la. Let's sing it together. Sing. Sha-la-la. That's on the choir. Sha-la-la-la-la. One more time. Sha-la-la-la-la. Sha-la-la.
After years of working in the gospel music circuit, building a career in singing, music production, video directing, and choir conducting, Tolucci is ready to explore his other talents.
Along the lines, while talking, mentoring, speaking with young people, they feel they have this political bent. Most of them are usually scared. Where do you want to start from? I don't have that war chest. I don't have the money. I don't have a godfather. I don't have a father who was party chairman, ex-party chairman of one local government somewhere. There's no leverage. I can't climb up. There's no back to even climb on, And from my experience in banking, I saw leadership. I met a couple, and I worked with a couple of young people that were really fantastic leaders, visionaries, that I felt their playing space should be bigger, way bigger than the day-to-day transactions, looking for money, blah, 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 mobilizing deposit and all that, packaging credits and all of that. So it set me thinking. And of course, those that know me personally know I read newspapers like I want to write an exam. Like there's an examination to be written. So I follow national development a lot. I contribute to discourse, we argue, we do all of that. I know a lot about the country, about West Africa and Africa as a continent. So I just got to that point and I'm like, hey, I'm in my late 30s now, I'm approaching 40. And it's rather unfortunate that all the gladiators we find around are still the same people I read when I was in primary school. So when is these leaders of tomorrow, when exactly are they going to emerge? But I also discovered that the leaders are already on board, but they are scared. There are so many myths that is around, this stuff. So I just felt, let me put this thing in a script. That's what brought about that short movie called Dare.
Hello? Níbo lẹ gbẹ́ran yẹn dé? Mo máa gbé ẹ padà.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, jàre, báwo ni?
Mo wà, sir.
Ṣó wà pa?
Yes.
Fine girl.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Fine girl. How may I help you?
I'm here to pick up the nomination form for the councillorship position for this ward.
Yes. Ta ló fẹ́ contest?
Oh, I'm the contestant.
Eh?
I'm the
Dear is the first result from his new adventure, filmmaking. It follows the story of a young lady who faces several odds, including blackmail, assault, and financial disequilibrium, to become a voice for political change in her community.
Democratic Front Party. We do not take underage.
Excuse me? How do you mean? I am 29 years old and under the Nigerian Constitution and electoral guidelines, I'm eligible to vote and be voted for. Yes. Shubomi.
There is a story of a young female chartered accountant working in a very prime consulting firm, doing very well. But just motivated by the suffering of the people in our community, decided to quit a job to go serve them. So their profiles, I call it a myth buster. It profiles the entire fair, all the challenges that kept people bound. Oh, they will kill you. Oh, these guys are cultists. You don't have the money. Well, who do you want to ride on this back? All those all those stuff. So I mirrored all those scenarios. And of course, it also contributes to the recent agitation for having 35% women inclusion, But the truth about it is, agitations will be agitations. Somebody has to step out. Somebody has to dare the odds and face the challenges. If you don't, everything is going to remain the same.
Finance, lack of infrastructure are two major challenges he has to deal with as he transitions to the world of motion pictures.
The experiment was fascinating. It was mind-blowing. It was also a learning process. It was a learning curve for me. Yes, I've spent years making music videos, doing documentaries, recording and producing live events, doing technical direction for gigs, for brand activations and all of that. But filmmaking was a whole new tough. Yes, the skills were handy, and I also got my friends involved in different aspects of the production.
That our time is now. I have one question for everyone. Who is ready to join me on this crusade?
Ready.
I'm in support.
A first hurdle has been crossed, and now Tolucci is looking to challenge himself with a bigger task to make a feature-length movie.
115 General Overhaul Party GO5 New Era Democratic Alliance NEDA 1,700